Machine learning is one of the most powerful technologies behind modern artificial intelligence, but for many people the term sounds confusing, technical, or even intimidating. Some people think machine learning is the same as artificial intelligence. Others think it's something only programmers or scientists can understand. In this video, I'll explain what machine learning really is, how it works, how it is different from traditional programming, and why it plays such an important role in today's technology in a simple and clear way. Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence. It allows computers to learn from data instead of being programmed with fixed rules. In traditional software, humans tell the computer exactly what to do. If this condition happens, the program follows a specific instruction. Machine learning works differently. Instead of writing rules for every possible situation, humans provide data, and the computer learns patterns from that data. In simple terms, machine learning is about teaching computers by showing them examples, rather than giving them instructions for every case. To understand machine learning better, it helps to compare it directly with traditional programming. In traditional programming, humans define the logic. The computer follows those instructions exactly as written. In machine learning, humans define the goal, not the rules. The computer analyzes data and builds its own internal model. This model allows the system to make predictions or decisions when it sees new data. That is why machine learning systems can improve over time, while traditional programs usually remain the same unless rewritten by humans. Traditional programming works well for simple problems, but as systems become more complex, writing rules for every situation becomes almost impossible. Think about recognizing faces, understanding human language, or detecting fraud. There are too many variations to describe with rules. Machine learning was created to solve this problem. Instead of trying to describe the world with rules, we let machines learn from real-world data. This approach allows systems to handle complexity that traditional programming cannot. Data is the foundation of machine learning. Without data, machine learning cannot work. This is why companies that collect large amounts of data often have an advantage in building powerful machine learning systems. However, more data is not always better. The quality of the data is just as important as the quantity. Biased, incomplete, or incorrect data can lead to inaccurate or unfair results. Machine learning always starts with data. This data can come in many forms, such as text, images, numbers, audio, video, or user behavior. The system analyzes this data and looks for patterns. Based on those patterns, it creates a mathematical model. For example, if you want a computer to recognize spam emails, you show it thousands of emails labeled as spam or not spam. Over time, the system learns which words, structures, and behaviors are common in spam messages. When it sees a new email, it compares it to what it has learned and makes a prediction. The more high-quality data the system receives, the more accurate it usually becomes. There are three main types of machine learning. The first is supervised learning. This is when the system learns from labeled data, such as emails marked as spam or not spam. The second is unsupervised learning. In this case, the system looks for patterns without labels, such as discovering groups of customers with similar behavior. The third is reinforcement learning. Here, the system learns through trial and error by receiving rewards or penalties. Reinforcement learning is commonly used in robotics, game-playing systems, and advanced artificial intelligence applications. Machine learning is often misunderstood. One common misconception is that machine learning systems are intelligent in the same way humans are. In reality, they do not understand the world. They simply recognize patterns in data. Another misunderstanding is that machine learning systems are always accurate. In fact, their accuracy depends heavily on the data they are trained on. If the data is incomplete, biased, or outdated, the system's predictions can also be inaccurate or unfair. Some people also believe that machine learning systems make decisions on their own. In practice, humans still define the goals, choose the data, and decide how the system is used. Machine learning is powerful, but it is not magical. It works within the limits set by data, design, and human decisions. Machine learning is already part of everyday life. When streaming platforms recommend movies or videos, machine learning is working behind the scenes. When your phone predicts the next word while typing, that is machine learning. When banks detect unusual transactions, they rely on machine learning models. Many modern services use machine learning to improve speed, accuracy, and personalization. Machine learning in the real world is rarely perfect or fully automated. In practice, most machine learning systems work alongside humans. They assist decision making rather than replacing it completely. For example, in healthcare, machine learning can help identify patterns in medical images, but doctors make the final diagnosis. In finance, machine learning can flag unusual transactions, but humans decide how to respond. Machine learning systems also require continuous monitoring. As the world changes, the data they were trained on can become outdated. This means models must be updated, retrained, and sometimes redesigned to remain useful and reliable. In real world applications, success depends not only on technology, but also on how well machine learning is integrated into human processes. Understanding this human machine collaboration helps explain both the strengths and the limits of machine learning today. Despite its success, machine learning has important limitations. First, machine learning systems require large amounts of data. Without enough high quality data, they perform poorly. Second, these systems usually struggle with situations they have never seen before. They are good at recognizing familiar patterns, but bad at understanding context or common sense. Third, machine learning models can be difficult to explain. Even experts may not always understand why a system made a specific decision. This lack of transparency can be a problem in areas like healthcare, finance, or law, where decisions must be explained and justified. Finally, machine learning systems do not replace human judgment. They are tools designed to assist humans, not to think independently. Machine learning matters because it allows systems to adapt and improve automatically. It helps organizations save time, reduce costs, and make better decisions. At the same time, it raises important questions about privacy, bias, transparency, and responsibility. Understanding machine learning is becoming increasingly important not just for professionals, but for everyone who uses modern technology. To summarize, machine learning is a core technology behind modern artificial intelligence. It allows computers to learn from data, find patterns, and improve over time without being explicitly programmed. If you want clear and simple explanations of artificial intelligence and modern technology, subscribe to AI and Tech Explained.